Fans, welcome to another episode of Football Results. Today, I'm here with Mr. Michael Owusu Asenso. Hello, sir.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm very good.
Good.
How about you?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Sure.
Today, we are going to talk about football.
Yeah.
Let's just delve deeper into it.
Yeah, very well. Let's get it rolling.
The World Cup. Being an African, what's your take on the performance of African teams in the World Cup so far?
Yeah, generally they've really done well so far. Looking at their performance as far as the group stages are concerned, if you look at the number of teams that qualified out of the number of countries that came from Africa, I think about 9 out of 10 qualified.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was remarkable because looking at the competitive nature of the tournament, if you have about 9 countries out of 10 qualify from the group stages, that was a huge performance as far as African football is concerned.
Yeah.
But having we progressed into the knockout stages is where there's been a concern. So I'm sure as we go on, we will talk more about the performance of the teams that qualify to the knockout stages.
Yeah, okay. Concerning the 10 slots given to Africa, a former AC Milan player, Granello Gattuso, made a comment regarding that slot. I don't know. What's your take on that?
Yeah, it's always been like that. They always want to take advantage of how Africans are and try to look down upon us in terms of how they see us. It's basically because of our performance in the various World Cup, and it's the reason why some of them comes out with some of these kind of statements against Africa. He has no business making that comment. And as far as I'm concerned, there was no need for him to make that comment. This was issue that was raised by FIFA. And as far as we are concerned, if we have that kind of number of teams from Africa, he has no business making that comment to us. Okay,
so now talking about performance, let's look at the knockout stages.
Yep.
We could see it's so unfortunate that South Africa, Senegal,
sure.
Ivory Coast, and DR Congo, they were all bowed out of the tournament. And
sure.
It's heartbreaking to see them conceding very late in the tournament. Just look at these 3 teams, Ivory Coast, DR Congo, and then Senegal. They conceded in the 86th minute.
Sure.
What do you make of that? Is this psychological problem or?
Yeah, for me, I can say it's all more or less about the mentality of the African teams. This has been our problem, where we are supposed to maintain the momentum, then we try to slag at the last minute, because it's so heartbreaking that if you pick teams like Senegal, you look at the performance that they put up against Belgium, leading them by 2-0 up to 86 minutes, allowing them to equalize. Even if they equalize 1, they could have, hung on to that kind of 2-1 nil, and just to go ahead and win the match. But we don't know what happened. Because if you look at the post-match interview by their coach, and based on what he said, it is just so pathetic that he made that comment that he know that teams from Africa, when it gets to that level, they lose their guard, and for that matter, they will capitalize. They capitalize on how we played according to the time that they came to equalize. For all that he said, you could see that it is all about psychological warfare. They always look at us and know that when we get to that level, we always either slag, we always either remove our legs from the paddle. And for that matter, if they put on a little effort, they know they'll be able to capitalize on that to beat us. And that's basically what happened to Cote d'Ivoire, DR Congo, and the Senegal one that we are talking about. It was so unfortunate that you have to concede goals around such times, and it's very unfortunate that it happens to most of the African countries.
Well, this is very heartbreaking. So
of course, it's there's nothing that you can see about it, but it has become consistent that most of the African teams, when it gets to the last hour, it happened to Ghana during the World Cup in South Africa. When Asamoah Gyan scored it was at the last, that was going to be the last kick of the match. But unfortunately, we all know what happened. So it's been a problem as far as Africans are concerned with they trying to maintain the momentum when they are even at the side of winning. Then we don't know what happened. Within some split seconds, then they lose their guard and they allow these European countries or the other countries to come in strongly to win the match against them, even when they are even favorites to win the match.
Wow. So what do you think could be a remedy to this situation?
I mean, for me, majority of these issues that you've seen got to do with more of a psychological issue. So every team should have a psychologist. And it is the duty of these psychologists within the technical team, plus the head coach, to make sure that they psych the players up, that even though when you are leading by such margin and you get to that stage, you should still just try to maintain the momentum and make sure that you play according to the whistle of the game till the 90th minute. I mean, it's all more or less like a psyche. And for that matter, I expect the coaching and technical team to be able to make sure that at that very point, at that last hour, their players will still be focused and try to make sure that they play throughout to the 90th minute.
Yeah. That's very key. That's very key. Okay, now let's delve into another African country that will be coming up in their next game. Ghana against Colombia.
Yeah, that's going to be a cracker.
Yeah,
that's obviously going to be a cracker, because if you look at what has happened to the various African teams, I mean, Senegal is out. He was one of the favorite teams in the tournament from African perspective. Cote d'Ivoire is out. DR Congo put up a splendid performance against England, but they are out. Again, it's only Morocco that is in. Very good. So the focus and the attention will be on Ghana against Colombia. And it's not going to be an easy match. It's going to be very difficult. Be looking at where the two teams are coming from. Colombia is coming from Southern America. Ghana is coming from Africa. I mean, we have certain kind of football style which is common between the two teams because of the geographical location of these two teams. So, but if we want to talk more about the performance of the two teams, I mean, I would say, looking at what we've seen so far, Ghana is still going to be compact, just like we saw in the last 3 matches that they've played. Ghana is going to sit deep and allow Colombia to dictate the pace. Because Colombia love to have a lot of possession. Ghana always want to sit back, soak the pressure, and just try to play on a counter attack. And that's where it's going to be interesting. For me, Ghana has shown that when it comes to playing a compact game, trying to frustrate opposing teams. We saw it when they play against England. They totally frustrated England throughout the 90 minutes. I mean, but they switched differently when they played the third match
against Croatia.
Very, very good against Croatia. It was an open game as at that time, and I am expecting a blend of the performance that they put against England and that of Croatia together. I don't expect Ghana to sit so deep like they did against England. I expect them to open up a bit. I expect Partey to be the dictator as far as Ghanaian teams are concerned. The Ghana team is concerned with he being able to distribute balls across the field. It's not going to be easy, but I expect a better performance from the Blasters this time, not like what we saw against England and that of the other two teams.
So let's look at this statement from Ghana's coach, where he made the statement that now is the beginning of the World Cup.
Yeah, so it comes back to what I'm trying to explain earlier on, that, I mean, Ghana is not used to playing this kind of compact game. Ghana always play this free-flow football, open up. I mean, right from the defense up to attack. We don't sit back. We don't do that. But I mean, this coach doesn't have enough time with the team, and for that matter, I quite understand why sometimes he needed to play that tactics against certain teams. But as at now, he has played about 5 matches with the team. And for that matter, he know the players that he has now, and he know the quality and the kind of game that, or the kind of system that he can play, or the kind of system that fits the team. And I'm not surprised that he made that comment that this is the time that we are going to play our normal game. So I'm expecting a very beautiful game, not like what we've seen. I'm expecting a free flow football, right from defense to midfield to attack. If there's the need for us to come back and defend, we have to do it. I'm just expecting Ghana to play like the normal game that we play, that people have been calling us as the Brazilians of African football. That's what I'm expecting from the coach.
Yes. So concerning Ghana, what do you think are the key factors that can help them to win this game against Colombia?
So one thing that we've seen as far as the Black Stars is concerned is the attack. Our attack is very weak, but when it comes to defense and midfield, super. The only problem that we have is putting in the goals. Remember, we played our 3 matches, and out of the 3 matches, we played about 2 of them without playing shot on target in the first half.
Yeah.
That's bad. And I don't expect that kind of statistics to occur or happen again against Colombia. And our biggest strength as far as the team is concerned, as I said earlier, is the defense and the midfield.
Yeah.
I earlier mentioned that once we have Partey in the midfield, I expect him to be able to dominate as far as distribution of balls from the Ghanaian side is concerned. I expect Semenyo to operate from the left side so that he'll be able to cut in into the right side of his foot for him to try to shoot across goal, or for him to try to shoot on target. Again, I expect Inaki to operate from the left side. Sorry, to operate from the right side. Then Jordan should be the arrow man. And I don't know who is going to play behind Jordan, whether it's going to be Renchi, whether it's going to be Sibo. Obviously, Sibo wouldn't be, but I don't know whether it's going to go for Renchi or whoever. All that I'm expecting is that the midfielder should be able to release balls to these attackers in order for them to be able to be productive as far as goal scoring is concerned.
So talking about attacking, let's look at Ghana's one attacker, Antoine Semenyo. He had a brilliant season with Manchester City, and then it looks like he's struggling in this World Cup. It's obvious that he's struggling because why would we say that? If you look at the players around him at Man City, we don't have that quality in the Black Star teams. And it has been one of the concerns that most of Ghanaians, me personally, I have as far as Semenyo is concerned, because mostly if you look at his performance in the club side, it's we don't see the same thing when it comes to the national team. But these tournaments has purely been technical. So if you look at his performance, you probably might say that he's not doing well as far as goal scoring is concerned. But when it comes to coming back to track back, to come and defend and help the defenders and the midfielders, he has been doing superb. But what is left is what goes. What we know of Semenyo is about his goal scoring abilities as far as the Bournemouth and that of Man City is concerned. He's lacking that as far as the Black Star is concerned. And that is where I keep on saying that the midfielders are supposed to do justice as far as distribution of balls to the attackers is concerned. And when they get it right, I expect Semenyo to be able to put in maybe 1 or 2 goals or an assist as far as the match is concerned. Talking about attackers in this game, let's look at Colombia's side. Luis Diaz, a very brilliant guy.
He's obviously the eye, very good, the eye of the Colombian team. He's so delightful watching his progress from Liverpool to that of Bayern Munich has been super. He was super in Liverpool. He has been so fantastic in Bayern too. And whether you like it or not, he's currently the star man for the Colombian national team, and for that matter, all eyes is going to be on him. He will love the ball. He will always love to play dribble, cut in, either through crosses or cutting and just try to shoot by himself. And that is where I expect Semenyo, who is going to play at the right side, because that's where what do you call it, Luis Diaz is going to operate from. And so I expect that whoever plays along with Senegal on that right side, whether it's going to be Naki, whether it's going to be Semenyo over there, within that track have to track back. Then the midfielder who is going to play on the right side of the midfield should also come in to support. Other than that, if you leave Luis Diaz up to Senegal alone, it's going to be dangerous, because with one flick or one cut in, it's going to be disaster for the Black Stars. So that guy, for me, I mean, we shouldn't just allow him to do whatever that he does best. Other than that, it's going to create a lot of problems for the Black Stars.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, what are your overall assessments of the game coming up?
Yeah, for me, it's going to be. We are not going to see too much goals as we've witnessed. It's going to be a close match. And to be honest with you, I can't stick my neck out though, but it's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough. If the Black Stars are able to get first goal against Colombia, then it is going to be difficult for Colombia. For that one, I trust that, and I believe that if the Black Stars gets first goal, and in the first half, and the Colombia are not able to equalize, and we move into the second half, that is where the defensive capabilities of the Black Stars will come to play.
Yeah, they've shown it before.
Very good against England.
Yes.
So I'm expecting that. But one of the weakest things that I've seen currently about the Black Stars is our inability to come back when we concede first goal. There's been a problem, and I don't know how we are going to handle it, especially if they score first goal. Whether we'll be able to come back to equalize and go ahead to win is something that we are yet to see as far as this current Black Star is concerned. And I don't expect them to allow the Colombians to score first goal, because it's going to put a lot of pressure on the team. For me, Colombia stands a chance of winning this match, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ghana click a narrow win against the Colombians.
So when you are pushed,
yeah, for me, I mean, it could be, if Ghana will win, it could be a 1-goal margin. I mean, either 1-0, 2-1 will be very difficult, because Ghana doesn't score much goals currently in this tournament. So if Ghana will win, I expect that probably it's going to be like 1-0. But don't take the Colombians out. They have quality and technical players.
They almost won against Portugal.
Very good. And for that matter, it's not going to be easy. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would not be surprised if it goes into the extra time. Then whoever wins, take it from there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for your time today.
Right, bro.
And then we'll see what comes up from this.
Let's see how it goes.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.